Resetting the Great Reset. Dutch World Economic Forum government falls. Populists to gain in fall elections. Well, everywhere the WEF goes is nothing but destruction on economies and on the people's way of life. That's why I'm fighting against them so much. They are intentionally trying to reshape the world in their image and destroying economies. And the Dutch government is just one example of them. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news. All right, let's talk about this news. The collapse of the Dutch government on Friday was a direct result of the disagreement over how to handle the influx of illegal migrants flooding the country. As the country prepares for elections in the fall, there is a growing sentiment that the populist opposition will make significant gains. Does this sound familiar, right? This is exactly what they're trying to do to our country. But Mark Rutte, the prime minister of the People's Party, VVD, who is often labeled as a rhino, we call him, that's what we call him here, Republican in name only, submitted his resignation to King William Alexander in The Hague. The king, who had to cut short his vacation in Greece, accepted the resignation, and discussions are underway to form a caretaker administration until new elections can be held, which are expected to take place in November. The Netherlands, a nation known for its agriculture, has been facing massive protests by Dutch farmers. I covered the protests before. And these protests have been triggered by the government's attempts to ban artificial fertilizer usage under the pretext of addressing climate concerns. Now, I told you they used the whole climate change hoax to take away people's freedom, take away people's rights, and take away people's own sovereignty. And that's exactly what's happening here with the Dutch farmers. It's important to note that the Netherlands is the world's second largest agriculture exporter after the United States. Many farmers believe that these measures will have a detrimental impact on their livelihoods. Moreover, Prime Minister Mark Rutte's association with the World Economic Forum and his establishment of the WEF Food Innovation Hub in the Netherlands have drawn criticism, with some claiming that such initiatives have caused harm to other countries like Sri Lanka. And again, I cover Sri Lanka as well. Breitbart has reported that the collapse of the government comes at a time when the country has seen a significant increase in asylum applications. In 2022 alone, the number of applications rose by a third to 46,000, and projections indicate over 70,000 more applications may be expected this year. The surge in migration has strained the country's infrastructure, leading to a lack of accommodation and forcing many migrants to sleep outdoors, a situation not unique to the Netherlands, but one that has affected several European countries in recent years. The regional election in March witnessed a surprising victory for the newly founded farmers' movement. They call it Boer Burger Bewigging, BBB, led by journalist Carolyn van der Plas. The party emerged as the strongest in the elections, surpassing established parties. Van der Plas has expressed her willingness to become the next prime minister if the opportunity arises. Currently, the BBB is leading in polls, projected to win 27 out of 150 seats in the Dutch House of Representatives. The VVD, led by Rutte, is in second place with 20 seats, while the Freedom Party, led by Geert Wilders, and the Green Left are tied for third place with 14 seats each. Another right-wing party, the Forum for Democracy, split into two factions after facing significant challenges, with the spin-off party, JA21, holding 7 seats. Geert Wilders, the leader of the Patriotic Party of Freedom, PVV, has called for quick elections in response to the government's collapse. And Wilders has been vocal about his concerns regarding the influx of migrants and has criticized the preferential treatment they receive, claiming they have access to free housing, luxury cruises, health care, and welfare benefits while disregarding local businesses. And that's crazy. Luxury cruises they're giving to migrants. He emphasized the need for strict immigration policies and hold the view that such measures can only be achieved with the support of his party, not with the left-wing parties in the coalition. There are voices within the conservative movement that perceive the fall of the government as a potential opportunity to bring about change. Some believe that Rutt's resignation is merely a political show, as all major parties, including Rutt's VVD, are in favor of increased migration. They suspect that Rutt is using this situation to make false promises and win re-election. However, these conservatives are urging the Dutch people not to fall for these tactics and to seize the opportunity to push back against globalist policies, protect the interests of farmers, and reclaim national sovereignty from entities like the European Union and the World Economic Forum. Their rhinos that are exactly like our rhinos here in the United States, like Mitch McConnell and his ilk, who bend to the globalists and taking away our sovereignty piece by piece. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.